Numerous people involved with Loki on Disney Plus have specifically stated that they looked at the more cosmic and abstract side of the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Comics to come up with some of the more unique ideas for the TV series. A working theory is the fact that the TVA might actually be located in the Negative Zone, which is most well known for its association with the Fantastic Four. So to quickly break down what the Negative Zone is, in the comics it was introduced within the confines of the Fantastic Four, and ever since then it's been something related to them the most. Now in the comics it was actually established that this place is uninhabitable, and also the fact that it is older than the universe itself, meaning that this place predates what happened with the creation of the multiverse, the timelines, and everything. This has existed here before anything ever existed. Yeah, welcome to comics. Anyways, in the Negative Zone, since it exists out of time and space and everything like that, time flows differently, and you can end up anywhere if you end up tapping into that energy, something Marvel Studios is dealing with. The TVA exists outside of time and space. They know the future, the past, the present, and the multiverse, and of course along with this, we see that time in the TVA passes completely differently. So a working theory is that the Negative Zone has been reshaped and put together to fit into the MCU as part of this entire concept of the TVA, and that when we get to the destruction of the TVA, then there will be nothing. The multiverses will be free to go on their own way, nothing will keep anything in check, and the place that existed before time itself existed will effectively cease to now exist. It will just be a desolate, uninhabitable zone, just like the Negative Zone in the comic books. So there's a lot going on here. I personally think it's too much. I'm just going to say that right now. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but trying to explain that concept to everybody seems a little hard to me, because you have to rely on so much other stuff and exposition. Granted, they could. The first episode of Loki had plenty of exposition, but again, we just don't know how they're going to approach this, and if they could possibly even, I guess, reboot or soft reboot how the Negative Zone is perceived, and maybe in the MCU they simplify it to such a degree that this is in fact what it is, and it's sort of like a place where you just store negative energy, because again, if there is positive, there is negative. There's always an opposite to everything. So maybe that's how they could spin it, but I still think that's a little too much to do here. Now, is this something that they could have pulled from the Fantastic Four? I think so, because they've said multiple elements of the series are pulling from Fantastic Four comics. You can definitely see that in some of these aspects, but I don't personally think the Negative Zone is one of them, but hey, it could be. We don't know what they're going to do with it.